Let us proceed to the equation of motion, also known as equation of uniformly accelerated motion. Okay, let's say we have a body moving with an initial velocity u. Okay, initial velocity. We have a body moving with an initial velocity of u. Are you getting it? And accelerates uniformly. The body accelerates uniformly, uniform acceleration. Of A and attains a final velocity V, final velocity V at time t. The time is represented as t. The acceleration of the body, acceleration can be written as the change in velocity, that is the final velocity minus the initial velocity all over t. Are you getting it? Now, if you cross multiply, you're going to have a times t, right? So I'm going to have at is equals to v minus u. Are you getting it? Now, by transposition, you're going to have v minus u equals to at. Is that not it? Now, from this point, take this u to the right hand side of the equation. The equation becomes v equals to u plus at. Do you understand? Okay, this equation is the first equation of motion, the first equation of uniformly accelerated motion. Do you understand? Okay, let us proceed to get the second equation. Let's say we have a body. Please pay attention. Let's say we have a body moving with an initial velocity u and attains a final velocity v when it accelerates at time t. Hello? The distance covered by the body can be written as s is equals to v plus u multiplied by t all over 2. Are you getting it? Now, recall that v equals to u plus at. Are you getting it? So I'm going to replace the value of v as u plus at. Do you understand? So the equation becomes s is equals to, instead of v, I'm going to replace it as u plus at. So I'm going to have u plus at plus u multiplied by t all over 2. Are you getting it? Now, cross multiply. Take the cross product. I'm going to have 2s is equals to u plus u. What's the answer? That is 2u, right? 2u. At, in fact, please pay attention. U plus u will give me 2u, right? T times u plus u. That is what? Let's take it step by step. 2s is equals to 2u times t. That is 2ut. Actually, you see, I want to skip this step before. That is why, but I want to understand. That is why I don't skip it again, okay? I want to skip this step before. That's why but I don't want to skip it. I'm no longer skipping it. As you can see, I brought it out. U plus u will give me 2u. And this at is also present here. This t is here. These two have multiplied it to make it linear. Do you understand? I'm still going to divide again. Just pay attention. 2ut plus at times t. That is what? At squared. Are you getting it? Divide both by 2. This over 2, this over 2, this over 2. We are going to have s is equals to ut, because this t will eliminate these two, plus at squared all over 2. And it can be written as s equals to ut plus 1 over 2 at squared. This equation that you see here is called second equation of motion. Are you getting it? Do you understand? So we have the first here, v equals to u plus at. We have the second, s equals to ut plus 1 over 2 at squared. Okay. To get the third equation of motion, recall that the first equation of motion is what? V equals to u plus at. Are you getting it? Now, make t the subject of the formula. You are going to have v minus u equals to at, right? Divide both by a. This over here as well. That means t is equals to v minus u all over a. Are you getting it? Now, call this one equation star. Are you getting it? Now, from this equation, s equals to v plus u multiplied by t all over 2. Bring it out. You are going to have s equals to v plus u all over t divided by 2. Now, replace t as v minus u all over a. I'm going to have s is equals to v plus u over 2 multiplied by t. Don't forget that I told you replace t as v minus u all over a. So I'm going to have v minus u all over a instead of t. Are you getting it? Okay, take the product. I'm going to have here s equals to 2 times a, that is what? 2a. This is 2a. V plus u multiplied by v minus u. Do you understand? Okay, I'm coming. Okay, now s will be equals to, now v times v is v squared. In fact, this is just like difference of 2 squared. Do you understand? So I'm going to have v squared minus vu plus vu plus vu minus u squared. This all over 2a. Are you getting it? I'm going to cross multiply. So I'm going to have 2as, because s times 2a will give me 2as, equals to, this will eliminate this, v squared minus u squared. Okay, make v squared the subject of the formula. You're going to have 2as plus u squared equals to what? V squared. Are you getting it? Okay, by transposition, you're going to have v squared equals to u squared plus 2as. Do you understand? So that is the third equation of motion. So I want to take note of this. The first equation is what? V equals to u plus at. Are you getting it? The second is s is equals to ut plus 1 over 2 at squared. Are you getting it? And the third equation is v squared equals to u squared plus 2as. You can add this to it. S is equals to v plus u multiplied by t all over s. Do you understand? You can add this equation to it. V plus u multiplied by t all over s. So I want to pay attention to all this formula. Are you getting it? Before we look at work example on equation of motion, I want to help you to understand the relationship that exists between this uniformly accelerated motion equation and free fall. Are you getting it? When an object is acted by the force of gravity, we can talk that the object is falling freely. Are you getting it? Because it's being allowed to move freely on the air. You are still going to use the same equation. It's just that there are some important parameters that changes. Are you getting it? When a body falls from an height or a body is thrown into the air, the body will reach an height, right? Are you getting it? The body will reach a maximum level. Then the body will come down. Is that not it? Now, we can only talk about how high the object goes into the air. Are you getting it? So the first parameters that changes in this equation is the s. You know, in uniformly accelerated motion, we are talking about distance. But the distance here in free fall, we are talking about the height. Are you getting it? So the first equation, the first thing that changes, s equals to h. Are you getting it? The distance equals to the height under free fall. For this one, okay, let me put it there. Free fall gravity. The s will change to h. Are you getting it? And now, another parameter that changes is the a. Are you getting it? The acceleration that we're talking about here is acceleration due to gravity. Are you getting it? So the a will change to g. A equals to g. Do you understand? So with respect to those two parameters, they are the one that change. It is still the same equation, but s will change to h under free fall, and acceleration, which is a, will change to g. Are you getting it? So the equation becomes v equals to u plus or minus gt. The second one is h equals to ut plus or minus 1 over 2 gt squared. And the third one is v squared equals to u squared plus or minus 2gh. Are you getting it? Now, you will be wondering that, I know the question in your heart. You're asking me, how did this sign, why do you have two signs here, plus and minus? The reason is simply because when the object is moving against gravity, the sign that is going to be present will be minus. Are you getting it? For example, let's say I throw this marker up. Are you getting it? The marker come down, right? Yes. When the marker was going up, it is moving against gravity. Are you getting it? So the g that I'm going to have in the equation is negative g. Do you understand? But now, if the body is being thrown down, you can see that the body, the marker is coming downward because the force of gravity is the force that makes an object that goes up to come down. That means the g will be positive. Do you understand? So note this, when the body is going up, the value of g is negative because it is moving against gravity. The body is moving against gravity. But when the body is coming down, the acceleration due to gravity will be positive. Are you getting it? Because it is moving towards gravity. Okay. So please kindly note this formula and also this formula. Okay. That is the relationship that exists between free fall equation. Listen. This motion also, this equation is also known as equation of motion. Are you getting it? But it is called equation of motion of a body under gravity. Are you getting it? Okay, let's look at question as touching what we've discussed. A stone is thrown vertically upward with an initial velocity of 14 meters per second. Neglecting the air resistance, find the maximum height reached. To watch the complete class, kindly click on the link in the description of this video or the comment section, okay? See you in the next class.